I'm in my zone now, I can't let my bros down. I'm in my zone now, I can't let my bros down. No, no.
All right, welcome back to the podcast. It's Caleb,
Dylan,
and Elliot.
and this is episode 1 of however many we're going to do until this piddles out.
that's true.
All right, what are we going to talk about?
Well, we
Not
just
no.
go ahead.
Go for it.
No, go
No,
for
you're
it.
fine. Not to be the fucking nerd, and I know you guys are gonna cringe, but I am very excited today. They just announced the Moon Knight Marvel series on Disney Plus. Look, how do y'all feel about streaming services in general?
Streaming services, I think they're good.
Yeah.
They're better than like having to buy a DVD and watch it.
True, but
Problem is, if you're a Chad like me who actually cares about movie quality, you lose a lot when you stream. Even if you have high speed 4K stream, it's still compressed and it obviously doesn't look as good, but it is
Well,
very
yeah,
convenient.
it's convenient. But at the same time, it's kind of sad because do you think there's gonna be a point in Earth where we just stop making DVDs and like?
Yeah, like
It's all
the
gonna be
newest
live.
Xbox One doesn't even have disc capability. It's
But it
called,
had
called
4K.
Xbox One. It's called Xbox One Digital. It's
Oh.
$150. We sell it at work. It's literally just an Xbox with no disc slot. Only plays digital games.
Ugh,
Like, we're
that
already
makes
at
me
that
hurt.
point. We're already at that point.
Like, I trust physical much more than I trust digital, because like especially with like Epic Games and stuff, like now doing their own store, it's like, hey, we own your games even though you bought them.
That's the problem with like streaming services, in my opinion, is like you can subscribe to Netflix, and it's like, yeah, you can watch The Office for a year, and then when
Oh,
they take it
boy.
off, everybody
Yep.
screams and
Reservoir
cries.
Dogs is on Hulu.
Wait, is it off?
It's
It's about
announced
to
that
be.
it's about to be off.
Reservoir Dogs is on Hulu right now, and it's already expiring. I was
Yeah.
like, oh boy. Oh
So
wait.
it's like, it sucks because like you get, like if you got Netflix just to watch The Office, and now they're getting rid of it
well,
because
why?
like
Parks and Rec is on there.
it's
Dude, Netflix has
Exactly.
so much good stuff. Like a year ago.
we've already divided the fan base. People who watch The Office and people who like Parks and Rec.
I
No.
respect people that like The Office.
I respect them.
Netflix
there
like
have
2
to be
years
garbage
ago
collectors
sucked.
and janitors in the world.
You're right. Who else are gonna do our jobs that need to be done? The plumbers.
Yeah, Netflix like 2 years ago sucked. I feel like just like a year ago or a year and a
Well,
half ago, it started like really getting
It's got to
good.
kick up its game because it knows like Disney Plus is coming.
Oh
It
yeah,
knows
baby.
Hulu is like on its way up.
Hulu has honestly been getting pretty good with like the shows that they provide. I mean, also like
I still
weebs like
think
me.
Netflix is like
I
at the
prefer
top.
Netflix. Yeah.
Here's the
absolutely.
problem. I just feel like Netflix doesn't have a lot of like good older movies or older shows. And I mean, I watch like, and to be fair, I do watch like cartoons and shit, which Hulu has like a good selection of shows to pick from for like nerds like me, little babies.
I don't know, that Netflix has just consistently been pumping out good stuff like Cannon Busters. I watched that through the other day.
I still need to watch
the
that.
show is so good, and then like I don't know, I just feel like every month at least there's been like a good anime come out on
Yes.
Netflix
not-
originals are getting better.
I definitely agree. They're getting.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I think they're just more consistent. They're either really good or just really bad.
But they're just pumping out more now, so there's more good ones, but there's also more bad ones.
Correct, and
We're just getting the mix of
as a registered early 2000s kid, like they put out the Rock with Modern Life and Invader Zim specials recently. Both very, very good.
Wait, I thought Invader Zim was like a new thing.
No, Invader Zim already had like 2 or 3 seasons back in like 2001.
Oh, I didn't
no,
even
that's-
know that. I thought it was like a new thing.
No, it's been around.
It's
for a
yeah,
while.
it's been around. Which it's really cool to see it come back. It sort of was like the thing that kicked off like random XD humor in like the US. It's like especially like characters like Gurr. It's like yeah, tacos.
It seemed like I got the same exact vibe from like Rick and Morty from it. Like I thought it was the
Yes.
same dude who wrote that. To be honest, like I
No.
was like, this is the same dude.
I mean, Invader Zim was always that show that I was like 7 and like awake on the couch at 3 a.m. like you'll get to see an episode tonight. Same with Rocko's Modern Life. They only aired at like 5 in the morning. It's like I woke up and I got to experience something different.
I had
This
like
isn't SpongeBob.
growing up, I had like 15 channels, and of those channels, I had like Fox and TBS,
Yeah,
Yep.
and
Y'all
like
have
those were the
Cubo?
channels I watched.
Y'all
Yep.
fucking have Cubo, the Satellite Kids Network. God, I watched the shit out of Cubo.
I don't even know what that is.
Y'all-
I didn't
well,
have
y'all are older than
Cartoon,
me,
I didn't
so-
have Nickelodeon. I didn't have any of that. I just had like Fox
the
and
cable-
TBS.
the cable channels.
That Cubo was like on satellite TV. When I went to my dad's house, I was always like, Cubo, get to watch fucking like He-Man. That's where I watched tons of He-Man and like the older, like really old '90s shows, like late night on Cubo. Goddamn Cubo, man.
Oh, so what's the next topic? We just talked
But
about
you segue that shit.
streaming.
Segue that shit nice and smooth.
Right?
Yeah, this is real smooth.
Don't bring it up. Don't break up the fourth wall. Oh God.
Well, we're not in a
Shit.
podcast.
Yeah, not on the podcast.
Like-
Don't edit in a funny sound here. I'm looking at Caleb. He's the editor.
All right, Weaver, listen to this. So earlier today, Elliot and I, this morning, we had a conversation about the degeneracy of pornography.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, yeah,
and why like looking at porn is bad for you.
very bad.
It can be bad for me. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna stop.
Same.
But so I assume I guess you agree then.
Yes, totally
You agree that
agree,
it's
like,
unhealthy. And
It's very unhealthy and it's bad for you. It takes away from like the experience in
Yes.
real
I'm glad I
life.
said
and-
porn and not hentai. Otherwise, I'd be screwed.
the problem with hentai is the same thing. It's the same thing.
It's
except-
Here's the
actually
problem.
worse. It gives you like even higher
Oh yeah, because
expectations.
it's like, bro, this girl got fat ass titty and
Yeah,
ass.
She's got unreal titty physics.
Yeah. Poor girl.
I was thinking earlier about how like in all anime,
titties? Oh,
titties are like a pocket dimension, dude.
Correct.
They pull fucking anything
they
out
don't-
of there. They're
know.
like,
Jiggle
"Oh, here's a
physics in
sword."
like games and movies is fucking awful, unrealistic as hell.
That's
True.
why it's great.
I wouldn't know. I've only seen one tit in my life. Only one, not both of them. Not one pair.
I'm not gonna lie though, like whenever I'm steadily like, getting it, I don't watch porn whenever
Wait.
I'm like
Getting it as in like beating your
my
meat.
dick
Like,
wet.
ah,
like,
gotcha.
yeah. I don't watch porn whenever I've got somebody to fuck, but whenever
True.
it's
Sure.
like I'm
Yeah.
going through a long not dry spell. Like,
Dry spell.
Oh yeah, we know what you mean.
Yeah, whenever I've fucked a girl in a long time, like yeah, I'll probably beat my meat a couple times a week then.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but I think like of course like masturbation is healthy, but I think porn aspect of it is the part that
It's
like
unhealthy for the mind.
it makes you get. The main problem is it's very addictive, and it's easy to tell it's addictive because people don't want to stop doing it. It's
Mhm.
like, interesting. Like there are more porn sites on the internet than normal internet sites.
Wait, is that an actual fact?
Yeah.
Where you pulling your sources from, bub?
Google it.
Alright, hear that, audience? Google it.
The internet comprises more data or more porn data than any other data of any other sort on the internet. On the
I believe
ClearNet.
that.
Thank God.
I mean, it's a huge business with millions and millions of dollars in it, and it just promotes like.
Speaking of which, y'all heard
Massive
this shit
shit.
with Mia Khalifa lately?
No,
Like
I don't
what?
follow porno news.
So Mia Khalifa came out and stated that among her entire, y'all know that Mia Khalifa was like the #1 porn
Yeah.
star for like years.
Is that the girl with the glasses?
Yeah.
The glasses,
No,
the
fair.
Indian girl. Anyway,
Oh, it's just Miss
I think
Marvel.
she's Iranian, but yes.
Just Miss
whatever.
Marvel.
Damn it, I was about to say something offensive, but
Cut that out.
she came out and said that like among her like entire porn career, the amount of money she made was like $12,000.
That impossible.
That's a whole load of horseshit.
Literally scientifically impossible.
Yeah, and she said that she did in total like 21 different scenes. Like that's the amount of scenes that she did. She only made $1,200, not $12,000 in total.
Yeah, but not counting her premium
I can't believe-
Snapchat.
I can't believe y'all haven't heard of this. Like this was like a big
It was
deal
like,
like
I
for the
saw
past
porn
week.
the other
I mean, I'm sure she came out and said that because she wants the attention
Wants
because she's
attention, that's all
falling in
it
the
is.
porn industry.
Well, she's not even in the. She got out of the porn industry a long
Exactly.
time ago.
She's now no longer making millions of dollars per video.
But like, here's the thing though. Like, I follow her on Instagram. 'cause
Sure.
Yeah, I
fuck
bet you.
not.
I understand.
But I watch her story and she's like constantly eating this nice ass food.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's just spoiled. She eats and lives like
Well,
a fucking
I mean,
billionaire.
also,
she
to
may have
be
been
fair-
only making $12,000 a month.
Is she married or engaged to anybody, or is she dating
She's,
anybody?
I think she's dating this dude who's like a cook or something. I
I
think.
feel bad for
I don't
Yeah, poor guy.
No,
Press
he
F
can
for our
stay and
brother.
tap that every night.
Press F for a fallen brother.
Good God.
But like, yeah, that's been the most recent thing in the porn world.
Yeah, no, I cannot fucking.
We're
believe
not
that.
paid enough to get fucked.
It's like
Mm.
it's voluntary work and voluntary
I'm not
service.
paid to get
Nobody's
fucked.
forcing you to do it.
I'm not paid to get fucked. What's going on?
I've never been paid to get fucked.
Hey,
except
quick
my college.
podcast question: is Dylan getting picked up well on the? Does it show you like the audio levels on there?
Let's find out.
Yeah, it's picking up.
Okay, making sure. All right, it's also good that we know that we're still recording.
Yeah.
We cut this out in post, but don't cut out the part where I tell you to cut it out in post. Just
No, I'm
Just say,
posting it
"Cut this."
all, man. I'm just posting it all. I'm
No
not cutting
shit.
this. I'm not gonna go back and listen.
no, I'll edit it. Fuck that. Well, I want this shit to be messy. Thank you, Dylan. Dylan nodded.
No,
for the
I
audience.
agree. I mean, there's like.
Well, I mean,
think there are
obviously,
good
if we-
ways.
This is the
I just
part
think
of
if
the
we say
podcast.
something offensive, we should cut it out. But like,
Yeah, like we cut that part out.
But like, no, on Jaw, we definitely should. We should edit it at least to where the audio is
Well,
smoothed
first of
out
all, we
and
need
you
to
don't
have an intro in the beginning. Also, I'll leave this part in. That's funny.
correct.
I don't know. I just feel like
There was like too
it needs
much
to.
work.
It just needs to go from beginning to end. Just be a full video, so it's all on the table. You know, everything.
I mean, we don't have to cut out like
Yeah, I'm not saying
big
cut out
chunks.
conversations, but just clean it up.
Unless
Make
it's
it
like
more
a-
listenable.
unless it's a boring conversation. Like I feel like there's gonna be a point if we make this enough episodes that they're really like, hey, let's talk about my day.
and then
This
nothing
is boring.
happens, and then it's
Cut it
yeah.
out.
We just cut it and move on.
And
But no, I
plus,
feel
we
like
can
we
open
could
a
just-
Patreon in 2 years and then be like the deleted scenes.
10 years.
Or 10
Bro,
days.
10 years, I'm dead.
I forgot. We were talking to us about your opinions on the next 10 years.
Oh, next 10 years.
It's like, well, I'll be dead.
Yeah, I'm dead in
Probably.
10 years, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I feel that.
I mean, is that like everybody's gonna be dead in 10 years, or just half the world's
Most
dead?
of the people, dude. I think
Oh,
most
fair.
of the people are gonna be dead. Fucking war is gonna break out. Civil war first, and then it's
The-
gonna be like nukes. We're gonna get like nuked or something, possibly.
I do have to agree.
Or we're gonna destroy our ecosystem, and it's gonna be like, what do we eat?
Yep.
Something.
My
There's
nuts.
something coming, dude. Next 10 years, I don't know. I just don't see me being alive in 10 years.
Yep.
Well, even if you're alive, it'll probably be very harsh conditions.
Yeah, like, I saw some post on Instagram where it was a picture of like an urban, like, a neighborhood, and it said, "This is fucking, what is it? This is an anomaly," and it had like a picture of war, and it was like, "This is real life."
Oh yeah. I was saying, yeah, this is a manufactured state of society, and this is the actual like natural part of humankind is war.
Yeah.
I mean that's true. As like a student of history, it's very easy to see that like for
War has
most
been
of our
around for
history,
ages,
at
yeah.
99% of human history, we've been fighting with ourselves and with other people. So yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's war. There has been too long of a peacetime, and it's let us get to the point now where we're worrying about bullshit stuff like gender identity and shit
Right.
like that doesn't actually like matter in the real world. And
Gonna
you
get us
know,
demonetized, Dylan. No!
you know how well off we have it now if that's something that we have the time to bitch about versus 20 years ago where like even then when the economy was like kind of like going strong but like we didn't have time to worry about that shit.
Yeah, I was talking with my mom about this, and it was just like, in the past, people's days were comprised of washing their clothes because
Yep.
they didn't have a washer to do
Yep.
it. They would wash their clothes, traveling across town to get some food. You didn't have a car to
yeah,
take
it took
you.
hours to get from
So-
your farm to town or from
Yeah.
your village to the big town.
And
True.
now we have all this time to just
We have too much
with
free
too
time.
much time. Yeah,
And I mean, I think it's good in
I don't
one
got
sense.
enough free time, dude. I can't finish my TV shows.
It's good in a sense because we have more time to philosophize and do math and science and like advance our society, but also that means
But
More
here's the
time to go
problem:
crazy
nobody's
and
actually
be
doing that.
stupid.
well, there's
The-
quite a few people.
there's
doing
people
that.
doing that, but like not as much as there used to be. Not people like
Yeah.
thriving for that academic success,
Exactly.
especially within like their school system. That's just like, ah, well, I passed. It's fine.
Yeah,
and we have people on
me.
the street. I read a study. I don't want to say if this is wrong, but I saw somewhere that it's like 75% of freshmen in like college, just like fuck college, just drop out.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because they get forced into college because they get told since junior
Sure.
high it's what you have to do, and then they go and they're like, "This is expensive, hard, and a waste of my
high
time."
school comes
Mhm.
college.
Like colleges pay kindergartens to put college like flags.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit
ever since I
there.
was in like first grade, they were like, "Hey, so what college do you want to go to?" And I'm like, "What the fuck's a
What's
college?
Exactly.
Who is that? What do you say about me?"
Yeah, no, it's just college is a business nowadays. Like, it's not really about
Shame.
advancing society and learning. It's an education. It's more about how do we make the most money.
Well, and something I've learned a lot as well is that like they don't always in schools don't like sit down like say, okay, let's talk about your career, like what things you're interested in, branches of that possible career. There's so many branches of like jobs and labors that we can do
Yeah.
that people like say, take for instance, fucking like cooking or like becoming a chef. There's not just like one job for like chefs. There's like a whole fucking like list and branches that you could like branch off into. Same with like psychology. Same with like all kinds of degrees you can get that just branch off. Nobody ever talks to you about that. They're like, hey, you want to become a like this? All right, that's all you have.
It's
schools
like
are
a
just
pigeonhole. It's easier to do that, and they don't want to spend the time and money with each individual student because it doesn't matter to them.
and exactly. And it's like a waste of time because it's less time spent on, hey, you need to learn this test material.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we're
Pass
still
the
not going to
test
get
or
money.
else we lose federal funding.
Yeah, it's rough.
I mean, definitely the state of like education is like a huge problem right now. I 100% agree.
I mean, it's better than other. Well, I don't know how.
It used to be worse. Like, I'm not saying it's gotten worse in total over time, but I think we hit like a peak during the like Cold War when like NASA and everything was pushing really hard STEM and like kids were learning more in school and then coming out of school and going straight to work for NASA, work for IBM, work for Apple without getting college degrees, and they were getting taught what they needed by those companies. And now there's this middleman college in the way.
You gotta get all these electives.
Get all
before
the
you can actually
electives.
learn what you're gonna do.
Exactly, yeah. Get the basics and
Like,
Oh,
what was
you
high
have to-
school for? You
you
know.
have to take 2 electives on your senior year. It's like, why do I have to take 2 electives for my like psychology or history degree that don't pertain to my degree?
Yeah.
Like, they just want more money.
I absolutely hate that. Like, God, I just feel like my entire senior year was a waste.
I'm
And
talking
I was,
more about college.
well,
but
I
yeah.
know, but it's like there's so much time in my high school senior year that I could have been using to like take college courses or take care of like
To be
stuff
fair,
that
you could have though. Like, I graduated with like 16. Like,
I
credits.
graduated. I mean, the only grad class I didn't take it was a college class, is a math course our school provided. I was talking to other schools, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we have a program that just lets our kids just leave halfway through the day and just take college courses the rest of the day."
Yeah, they had that at Van though.
We only
Not
had
for certain courses.
We only had, yeah, but only for certain courses. I'm talking like they just let, hey, like here's your
Well,
college
I
classes,
agree.
just take that
The
shit.
problem is Van's too small for that to actually work.
Athens,
shit.
they do it. I was talking to a kid at
Yeah,
UT
correct.
today.
It's-
He told me he graduated high school with 67 hours.
Yeah.
yeah, I heard the same thing from a coworker.
That's
It's like
insane.
Mm-hmm.
it's
That's
like
an associate's.
I wish I could do that kind of shit and just jumpstart my life. To be fair, I don't know what I want to do yet, so that's like less.
Right.
It's less helpful, but it's just like sometimes I just hate the fact that everything that's determined by, oh well, you were born here. Oh, sorry, you're fucked. It's unfortunate, but
That's just like
Oh, that's
life.
life.
That's
yes,
shit. I
That's
mean, it
just life.
sucks, but it's like, yeah, you
I wish
live
there
in
was something
Tyler.
to do that.
You live in Tyler. Well, you have to do things in Tyler.
Yeah, we don't live in Tyler, by the way.
Nigeria. You get to
Don't DOS us.
die of thirst.
Please.
But yeah, no, absolutely, I agree.
Not to change the subject, but Caleb, I'm kind of hungry. Can I eat one of those Cliff Bars?
Go for it. I don't care.
God, sweet.
We got a bunch of leftovers too. We can eat here in a little bit.
The only thing I've eaten today is a sandwich my mommy made me. Hell
let's
yeah, thanks,
let's
Mom.
not drop acid.
Oh, true.
Funky town.
Let me
I'll cut that out.
just- Don't cut it out. Leave that part in.
I'll cut that out.
Caleb,
Rip headphone
Caleb,
users.
I don't want to. I don't want to cut it. Just leave it from the beginning to the end. Me. What's Audacity look like, by the way?
Huh?
What's Audacity look like? I've only used it once. Is there a voice?
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Oh, jeez, man. I got my parents to watch Rick and Morty tonight for the first time. They
They
liked
like
it.
it.
They
What good
liked it.
time.
They were like, geez, we're going to have to start watching this now.
Oh,
What episode did you start them on?
Well, I didn't start them on an episode, so I told you about it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed him the scene where
Oh, so you just showed them the scene. That scene.
that
Okay.
scene where they're in the hospital and she's trying to pick out a fake prosthetic penis for him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Billions of lives, hundreds of billions.
The international cable episodes are really good.
Oh, those are my favorite.
I
Those are my
like the way
favorite.
they balance that with like actual development of characters and haha funny he said poopy.
Two brothers.
2 brothers.
That's my favorite one.
I'm a big fan of Answer My Eyes Johnson or Mr. Steely. It's like, we're gonna steal some shit today.
I think mine is the personal space. He said, "Whoa,
Yes.
whoa, who's there? Who's there?"
So somebody stepped into my personal space. Okay.
I'll cut out that little moment of silence.
No, leave it in. That one too. Leave them all in.
No.
Look. I definitely think Rick and Morty is one of those good shows. Problem is, it's in the same camp as like Sonic the Hedgehog and I don't fucking know.
What?
Other shit.
What?
The fan base is terrible. The fan base is fucking garbage.
You mean it's like JoJo?
All right. I mean, yes, JoJo's fan base is also the worst.
It's the main reason why I don't want to watch the show.
Watch that
Hey,
shit.
the show's good. It's like
I know the show.
Even fucking Weaver says the show is good.
No.
Even
I'm talking about
Cameron.
Rick and Morty.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
off.
No, he doesn't like
Even
JoJo.
Cameron
I don't
says
care for
JoJo's good.
JoJo, I'm sorry.
You can't say that Cameron is a. Also, make sure that shit's on. You can't use Cameron as a fucking excuse because it's goddamn Cameron. Come on.
Hey, take that back. People don't know who Cameron is. Cameron's a Chad.
That's
Cameron's
like-
a Chad.
That's like saying, "Oh, Cameron likes XYZ." It's like, bruh, you know Cameron.
Yeah, but the fact is like you and Cameron like pretty much the same shit.
Sort of, but
If-
not really. He likes Dragon Ball Z, which is why he likes fucking JoJo because
No.
Dragon Ball Z and JoJo are buff
Two
guys.
parallels. Two
No,
opposite
they're
parallels.
Both shows. Let me finish. Both shows are buff guys grappling with each other sexually.
No.
And
You
a
haven't
lot of
seen
yelling.
JoJo.
There's a lot of yelling.
No, there's only yelling in part one. I told you, just skip part one because you don't want to watch it.
Part one. Now I'm on part two.
Oh, thank God.
I'm on
Good.
part
Don't
two,
skip
there's
parts
still
if
a lot
you
of
don't
yelling.
want to. The whole first season is just like a little yelling, yes. What do you mean? Part two doesn't have that much yelling.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You ever watch Baki?
No.
The fucking Netflix show.
Was it the
The really
boxing
buff
one?
Yeah,
Oh.
that one kind of reminds me of JoJo, but I like
Yes.
that one. That one's funny.
Caleb, how much of JoJo have you watched?
Like probably 4 or 5 episodes
Here's
in
the
total.
problem. I think part one is just like the most
No,
boring
he
part
hasn't
for
watched
everyone to
just
get through.
part one. He watched like part 4 and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I watched the episode you showed
Okay,
me.
did you not like that episode? God.
I'm telling you, Al, I think you just like it because it's your favorite.
No,
That's-
it's not my. It's not even my favorite. I just think it's a really good anime. and People should watch it because it's good. I think it's the most entertaining I've
'Cause
seen.
it's
Yeah,
good in your opinion.
I do think it's good in my opinion.
Yeah, like One Piece, in my opinion, is the best anime.
True. If I was to say my favorite anime of all time, it has to be Yu Yu Hakusho. Like easy. I got so engaged with it. Watched that shit beginning to end, all 119 episodes. Hope I don't get that number wrong.
I don't know, man. I think JoJo is just a bit overhyped. It's like Berserk, but Berserk's actually good and overhyped.
Alright, take that bit.
Like JoJo is good. I get it. I like it, but it's just not
Look,
like this.
definitely
piece of
once you
fucking
get
godsend.
okay, yeah,
that
I will
people,
agree.
Like, circle jerk around to.
I just think it's like the best show for like in jokes and like just me. I don't know. Even now, the meme culture is
No.
getting really bad because people are just
everybody's
repeating
like,
the same ones.
Yar Dazi.
Kono
and
Dioda.
I've been thinking more and more
Kono
about
Dioda.
deleting all
Funny.
social media. It's just toxic now.
You think so?
Correct.
Yes.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's the one way I keep in touch with people, like you two
No, you
fools.
just text them.
It's
Too
also
much
one
difficult
way to
on
just
Android.
sit there and stare at your phone for hours.
Exactly. Like
Yes.
You
I
could be doing
realized
so
the other
much
day,
more.
like I was like came in the living room and my parents were like just sitting there scrolling on their phones, and I was like, "How long have you guys been doing this?"
Yeah, and like whenever we went to Whataburger,
Yeah.
like what? I was so annoying, dude. All of y'all were just
Yeah.
like
I mean,
sitting
yes.
there like, can we
Wait,
have a
after the trip?
conversation?
After the trip or the time after? last time we
Whataburger,
went to
me,
Whataburger.
you, Eden, Kirsten.
Oh,
that
yes.
was so annoying. All of us were just sitting on our phones, and I was like, this is not how people used to socialize.
Well, it's easier now to not have to talk.
Yeah.
See, I mean, I will definitely admit, I think my social skills have like started like this, like plummet a little bit, because I find myself like getting. I don't even know if it's just me. Sometimes I get worried that it's just me. I'm like, shit, I'm just like the most boring person around. But then like I start thinking about it. I'm like, I can't tell if it's like people just aren't getting engaged. If it's, I can't tell.
It's all of the above.
Yeah.
It's like I'm trying to like keep a conversation going. People are just like, yeah, haha.
I mean,
Let me look.
Even
at
in
my phone.
or even in person, I'm like, hey, so what do you think about this? Like, it's pretty cool.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I would just
Okay.
like
He
not
looked at his
associate with
phone.
people like
Thank you,
that.
Caleb.
Like people like that, I just don't want to associate with. Like at work, there's a guy. He's really fun to talk to. He's like a super hardcore libertarian anarchist, so I love to like pick his buttons. But I'll
Pick
be
his
talking. I'll be talking to him, and then we'll be getting into like some really deep, like philosophical thing or political theory, and then he'll just go on his phone, go through Facebook, and he's
Mhm.
like, yeah. I'm like, bro, we're having a conversation here. Like, what
I've-
the
I-
hell?
Oh, like,
here's-
I thought we were having a cool conversation.
Here's the thing,
we were
I'm
connecting.
very, very guilty of like when people are
Correct,
talking to
that
me.
You are.
Well, I'm okay to admit it, but sometimes some people are like talking to me and like I want to be engaged. And I'm like, yeah. Sometimes they're just like so fucking boring. I'm just like, mm-hmm.
You just gotta tell them that.
But see, here's
Don't
the
do
thing,
that.
though.
It's
Here's the
hard to say
thing.
that. It's hard to be like, you're fucking boring.
No,
Shut up.
Don't say that. Say, hey, can we talk about something else that I care about? Cause this is
No, because even if I care about it, like I was hanging out with, to be fair, I hung out with him the entire week. Just got back from Dallas, and Cole and I like would hang out. Sometimes he would just like start talking, and I'm like, pick up my phone to start like just not paying attention because I hope he doesn't listen to this.
No, I mean I get that, but here's the thing: people in the past they didn't have that option, so
True, they had to
developed
actually
some
engage.
kind of way to get past
Get
that we
engaged.
don't have. We don't have
Yeah.
the way. We don't know how to get past
True.
that, but people in the past they knew.
I
how.
Or
think
even,
that's
like,
also
boomers
harder.
and stuff, dude. Because like that's the thing is like a lot of like younger people get like frustrated or like I don't know, like insecure around boomers when like they have a conversation and the boomers don't break eye contact. They just keep looking because they're not worried about checking their phone or their Apple Watch. And like we're always like, can
No,
you
I've-
stop looking at me so I can check my phone? I felt it vibrate.
I
Like,
think
all the
I'm okay.
time, and kids don't like to like.
Oh,
get like that.
I love eye
It's
contact.
like
I think it's just because I was in
flashback.
speech and I was taught to be like, hey, look at people. I'm like, mm-hmm, looking at you now.
Well, eye contact's one thing, but then like we as like younger people like will break it
Conversing.
constantly to be
Well-
like, oh, I felt my phone vibrate. Oh, cool, and then just put it back. Like if you do that in front of a boomer, like they'll take that as an offense.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing though with eye contact is I think it's rude to keep eye contact 100%
Sure.
of the time.
Yeah,
Here's
absolutely.
the thing with eye contact. It rises with iPhone. It makes me think of my phone.
What the fuck?
Like you should, but I definitely agree. You definitely should stay engaged in conversation. You shouldn't just let shit
Yeah.
wander.
Should we have been recording for 26 minutes?
Yeah.
That's crazy. It feels
definitely
like
have to cut
like
some.
50. Well, I mean, how long? First of all, how long do I want this podcast to be? I guess like 50 to an hour.
Well, I mean, we can go for that long. We'll cut it down to probably like I guess.
40.
45, I think, is the lowest I want to go.
Well, I mean, and it doesn't even have to be that long all the time.
Bruh, we were just like, guys, please don't make me do it this long.
Well, I mean, it's not that bad if we only do it occasionally, you know. Like
I
I'm
mean,
not
well,
worried about
most
that.
I'm just at the most podcasts will go from like 45 minutes to an hour and a half. That's usually like the
Well,
average.
It depends on which podcast. Most of the podcasts I listen to are about 30 minutes.
Really? I was gonna say all the ones I listen to are 45 to an hour and a half.
It depends.
Because like the
What
official
the concept
podcast,
is.
Super Megacast, I mean, does depend on the podcast.
We've
Like
jumped
Hello
in so many
Internet, Hello
topics.
Internet, the one of my favorite podcasts. Theirs will go for like an hour and 15 to an hour and 30, and like
Yeah.
it just I don't know. For me, it's like that's like multiple like car drives and
That
all
to,
that.
fair. I think it's
I'd
like
rather like have like 30 minutes. Like that's like me driving to work, and then I can throw on another podcast coming home.
Yeah.
yeah, it takes me
For
use about
me,
like
anyways.
one podcast because like when I go to Dallas, I usually listen to like podcasts on the way there. 2 45-minute podcasts, like 1 hour and a half podcast. So yeah, fuck it. I mean, I was already thinking like, I don't know if you want to keep this in, but like we were talking about eye contact and shit. I was like, this is like a conversation I would want to cut down a bit because I felt like we were just kind of going off, but nothing was really being not to. I don't know. That was just what I was thinking. I'll write this shit down.
Okay, yeah, he sent me a video about phones. I'm cutting all that shit out. He sent me a video about phones and how, like, our generation is just completely lost. Not completely, but is losing our social skills. And I've kind of started trying to make it a point every time I sit down to eat.
Yep.
Keep my phone in my pocket the whole
Yep.
time. No matter who I'm with or if I'm alone,
Yep.
whatever.
Good move.
When I eat, my phone stays in my pocket.
I throw it on the do not disturb, so I don't even feel it vibrate. I leave it in my pocket.
I leave on do not disturb all the time. I'm pull out my phone enough to see when you message me is the
Mhm.
thing. But that's kind of like my first step to working my way off the phone is just when I eat, I'm not doing it. And I think I'm going to slowly start just deleting social medias.
Yeah,
because
fair.
Instagram is getting less entertaining to me.
I don't even use Snapchat. I have it on my phone. I don't know why.
I was going to say Snapchat might be the only one I keep just because, like,
Yeah, I know why you
it's
keep it.
basic.
Don't
no,
say it. Discrimination.
no, I don't get it. But,
That's not what I meant, but okay.
Oh, shit. I thought that's okay. Well, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
But I mean, it's basically just like texting. Like that's Snapchat.
Yeah, it's just a way to like.
That's why
message
I use Instagram. I use it because it's like I can look at funny pictures I like and I can talk to people. And
See, but the funny pictures thing is like, it's like it desensitizes me to things that happen in real life that are
Yeah.
funny
Oh,
almost.
fair.
I feel like so it's like I want to delete Instagram now too, or I'm starting to feel that way because I don't know. I just feel like you see funny shit all the time, and it's like
Yeah.
dopamine
Once
in
you
your
see
brain
it, yeah.
all the time.
Yep. And then when you don't have it, you're like, oh, I kind of want to look at funny Mimi. And you
Yeah.
pull out
I
your
don't know,
phone
I
and
don't-
your brain's like, I crave the Instagram.
I don't get that, but what happens to me is like if I pull up my phone and I don't have anything like, then I just do it because I'm like, my phone. It's time to check my phone right now. I'm like, I have nothing to do.
That's you
Instagram.
subconsciously. Your brain like, last time I pulled this out, Instagram made me have dopamine release.
Oh, fair.
So I'm gonna click that again. It's
Yeah.
not something you're consciously doing.
Yes,
Like, I do
but
the
then
same
I
thing.
catch. I'm like, why the fuck did I even open Instagram?
Yeah.
Like, I have other things on my phone, and I think,
Exactly. Like,
no,
I'll
I
be
don't.
chilling, and then I'll just pull out my phone and check the time, and the next thing I know, it's like going through Instagram.
Yep.
Wait a
I
second.
mean, thank God I had downloaded a Pacross goddamn app the other day, so now I have something to do on my phone besides look at Instagram.
But yeah, I got rid
I
of
love
Twitter.
Pacross.
Oh, I
and
got rid of Twitter a
I
long
just
time
can't
ago.
handle that. And yeah,
Twitter's a mess.
I want to get into Twitter. That's the problem. It's like,
no, you don't.
You don't.
It's gonna
I
corrupt you.
Android.
It's just actually a bunch of horse shit.
I mean,
the
I
entire
believe
app
that.
is.
It didn't corrupt me. I was always
No, not
pissed.
you, him.
Well, no, I
Yeah,
know.
it makes us mad. For him, I'm pretty sure it would not go well.
Why? Because I'm stupid. Call me stupid. And why'd you shake your hand like that, huh?
Oh!
You're uninformed slightly, and so I think it would sway you as pathos or ethos.
I'm pretty uninformed.
No,
I'm just hard-headed.
You know what you know though, and L is like fluid, which is good, but I think Twitter would not be good for
No,
you.
I just want Twitter so I can look at all my friends' funny tweets.
Your friends don't make funny tweets.
Yeah, I don't know. I deleted Twitter a long time ago, and I do not regret that.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like I'll feel the same way if I delete Instagram.
It
where
like
it's
hurt.
just-
It's like a sting, and it's like, ow, I kind of miss this. But then once you stop, it's like drinking soda. Like once you stop, it's like,
Yeah.
this is
Correct.
nice.
Yeah.
I like I'll drink one soda maybe every 2 or 3 months. It's a Shirley Temple when I go out to eat, like a nice
I drink
restaurant.
like a soda a week, but that's like my splurge.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
like, ooh, get some soda.
I just love water too much. Like the only drinks I've had in the past like 2 months is like water and like the occasional glass of milk.
Oh,
God,
throw
just-
some
please
deodorant
die.
No, I just love milk, dude. Milk is so tasty.
I
love milk.
Thank you, Weaver. Yeah.
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk, yes.
No, just regular
if you
milk.
just drink white milk, you are actually a fucking.
No, if I'm
serial
gonna
killer.
sit down to
I love-
dinner,
I love white milk.
yeah, if I'm gonna sit down to dinner, sometimes I'm like, I'm kind of like feeling just a glass of milk and a glass of water. Well,
That's
I also
disgusting.
just carry around my big old
And
chunga
milk
bottle.
is perfect, like the perfect thing to drink.
You're not
before you
being
go to
picked.
bed.
You're barely being picked up by my
I
mic.
don't care. I'm putting deodorant on. It's like the perfect thing to drink before you go to bed, though, because it fills up your stomach.
Right?
You're not gonna be like digesting it super
Your
hard
milk
all
is
night.
not healthy for humans to have, y'all know.
I don't
that.
care. Makes
Yes, it
makes my bones strong, Dylan.
That's
It's got vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin
That's
B12.
fake. This has got vitamins.
No, I
It
know-
does. It has
no,
all these things.
It
It's got
does have
protein.
vitamins.
It's
You know
like
what
got
else has all those
calcium.
vitamins?
Water.
Every fucking vegetable.
Yeah,
Eat vegetables.
yeah. But here's the thing: is milk tastes good and it's nice and cold and chilled.
Here's the problem with
Man, it's
milk. For
intense.
one,
I
it's-
love milk.
here's the problem. It's not meant for consumption past the age of 3.
He's not
I
wrong
don't
about
give
that.
a shit.
It's not.
You know what
that's
else?
why
Is,
it's
you know what
never-
else
Well,
isn't
yeah,
fucking
no.
designed for human consumption? Pornography. Guess what I'm still watching every night? AnimeTitty.com.
Yeah, that's because you're corrupted. Wow.
I don't give a shit. I'm
No,
gonna
no.
beat my meat.
So historically, though, historically you're right, but our bodies have evolved to where we can consume it
Some
throughout our
people
entire
can,
lives.
not Ben. Ben will shit his pants if he drinks a fucking
Yeah,
glass
because he's
of milk.
lactose intolerant.
Because you're not supposed to have milk.
No, you can now. It used to be an unhealthy thing.
No,
but now
but-
that we've developed these,
But not everybody. And
Not
everybody is
everybody,
even like everybody has.
Yeah,
some
everybody's
lactose
not designed
intolerance.
for milk,
That's
Dylan. Just let us milk drinkers drink our goddamn milk.
Fucking milk drinker, get the hell out.
Episode 1, milk drinker.
I don't even know what we would name episode 1. Like,
I mean, you just
guys, sorry, we
pick-
went
yeah, you
everywhere.
just pick a funny
topic
thing.
that we talked about that has a funny name, like milk drinkers.
milk.
drinkers or
I like
something.
milk drinker.
And then there are people.
All right, we're
gonna
calling the
watch-
episode milk drinker, and then after the fact, we go and call it something else. That's
It's
called
funny,
humor.
They're gonna be watching the whole thing. When, fucking Mia Khalifa. Wait, where's the milk come in?
We cut the milk part out, but we leave the part where we say, let's cut the milk part out.
We need to subscribe to the Patreon to get the milk part.
Shit.
$30 level.
The whole
But it's like
video.
the $100 level, the episode where we talked about milk. That's the
final
only
milk.
thing.
Malk.
The link-
M-A-L-K.
The milk tier.
So
Hey guys.
The whole video is just a picture of a glass,
Glass
of
of
milk
milk.
with the whole podcast audio
Shit.
with it.
The milk cast.
Milkcasters.
I was like, we're not calling it that. I hate milk.
No, I think I love chocolate milk, dude, because it actually tastes good.
Chocolate
Shut up.
Because it tastes like
Okay,
chocolate.
okay. I'm about to
White
say.
milk tastes like fucking
All right,
garbage.
hold on. Then
It's
let me.
like
Then let
vanilla.
allow me to say something fucking
Kinda.
cursed that I know you guys are gonna hate.
You're gonna say you like
I
strawberry
like
milk,
strawberry
and I'm gonna
milk.
punch you
I
in the
like
goddamn
strawberry milk.
balls.
I like
Oh my
strawberry
God.
milk, milkshakes. I just like strawberry.
No, I like strawberry.
No,
Not
no. The
fucking
flavor,
milk.
the flavor. Because
I like the
strawberries
flavor.
and strawberry flavoring are different.
Whoa.
It's just like grape flavor and
Intensity.
orange flavor.
The intensity.
Shit. Speaking of flavors, what's Phil's favorite flavor of Tootsie Roll? No, Tootsie Pops. My bad.
Tootsie Roll. It's all
Tootsie
fucking
Pop.
shit.
Tootsie Pop. The lollipop.
Blue, of course.
Blue isn't a flavor, you
The
bing
blue
bong.
one. I don't know what they're fucking called.
I know
I'm
what he's
not 3
talking
years
about.
old. I haven't had
Blueberry.
Tootsie Pops.
I liked the orange one.
Orange and the chocolate are like god tier.
Chocolate. Get the hell out.
What do
no,
you mean,
fuck
get-
you.
What do you mean? That was like the most
Thank you,
popular.
Thank you.
I
No.
like the chocolate Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah, exactly.
Chocolate Tootsie Pops are popular.
Here's the thing: you lick the Tootsie Pop. As soon as you hit that chocolate, you throw that shit away. You get a new one.
Whoa,
If you eat
whoa,
that
hold
nasty
on.
ass chocolate center.
Hold
The chocolate
on.
center was probably the only good part, though. Like, why would you want a hard candy that's chocolate flavored?
God, I
flavor.
love
That's
that shit.
disgusting.
Tastes so good.
It's like a frozen Yoo-hoo, nigga.
Oh, so yummy. That shit's like when I go trick or treating, that's like the shit I dream for. It's like those and like Three Musketeers. like
the
the-
Tootsie Rolls.
God, I just god tier. I see.
Tootsie Rolls just get stuck in your
Here's-
teeth.
yes.
They're very chewy.
And here's the problem: is that like, old people like get like the Tootsie Roll bags, and it's filled with like disgusting fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls.
I like
those are fucking
I
nasty.
actually like fruit flavored.
Well, next time we all go trick or treating, I'm gonna have all my shitty fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls.
Next time we
Next time we go trick or treating.
Two 21-year-olds and a 18-year-old. Next time we go trick or treating. Like I don't know, I have.
When do you turn 21?
November. I'm not gonna be 21 by then.
I'll be 21 by the time.
I'll be
the-
21 then.
Look, see.
I'll buy the alcohol.
Hey, don't say that until the podcast. We're gonna get arrested. Cut that part out. I mean, yeah. Look, I don't know. I guess I have trick or treating on my mind because I watched the like South Park. I've been rewatching all of South Park. I'm on season 1.
That's fair.
When does Chef die?
My funny chef.
No, Chef from South Park.
Oh,
That guy
I never
dies because the guy. You ever watch South Park?
Nah. Thought it was funny. I never watched it.
I mean, it's on Hulu. That's why I'm watching it. Because I'm like, I get Hulu free with Spotify. Hey, what we talk about being off our phone? I'm just giving
That's
you
true,
shit.
That's true.
God is
Got
dead,
some,
and we have
got some
killed him.
anxiety.
Wait, don't off that!
How do you guys feel about that?
How do you feel
Feel
about
about what?
God or being
No.
dead?
Nietzsche is saying God is dead and we have killed him.
Hmm.
Who?
Bruh, you don't know who Nietzsche is?
I
No.
don't, but that's an interesting.
We were like, kind of like
statement.
an anime character.
I feel like that's what you were thinking.
Hey, don't read my mind.
He obviously was
Nietzsche,
thinking it.
19th century philosopher / psychotherapist /
Saying God
overall
is
cool
dead.
guy.
We killed him.
Yeah, so basically his argument was that the scientific revolution and like scientific method of like the 1800s and the Enlightenment made us no longer believe, like as a society, we no longer truly believed in like the founding myths of like God or religion, or because the scientific theory or method says like you have to test your hypothesis, you have to try to disprove it, and because you couldn't test, God physically, like you can't just like test it here. He was saying that all that happened so quickly that we weren't able to adapt as like a people to that new change in society, and so therefore religion was like pushed away and it wasn't like mainstream believed.
But here's the thing, isn't it like right now in like our life, isn't like relatively right now like sort of like a religious good time? That sounded intelligent.
No. What do you mean? Like
well, I
religion
mean-
is like an all-time high? Is that what you're trying to say?
Not an all-time high, but it's definitely
I
like
think regardless-
mainstream.
I think regardless of what we believe, God is still up there.
Oh yeah,
He'd be like,
absolutely. But just Nietzsche, I just feel like that's very interesting, and I do agree that like as a society, like majority of people no longer like wholly believe in like the miracles that happened because now science is around to kind of make that harder to believe.
Not fair.
Like walking on water and shit. Like people were like, I can't do that.
It
but
can be
maybe
done.
there's
You ever
some
play
way.
Super Mario 64 DS as Luigi?
And then now you're like, now with science, it's like obviously that can't be done without some sort of miracle or magic. And so,
Science can be BS sometimes.
no,
though.
absolutely, I agree. I mean, I am definitely a Christian,
like,
but
So there was like some fucking volcano that erupted like in the 50s or 60s or some shit like that, and it destroyed a whole town, and they like carbon dated some of the bodies that were there, and it showed them to be thousands and thousands of years old, and it's like, well, that was fucking a couple years ago.
Yep. Yeah, no, I definitely agree science can be absolutely wrong. But I, as just a general statement, I do feel like that sort of idea is pretty correct, at least in my opinion. I don't know.
True,
That
science
whole
can be
idea
wrong.
is,
You're
as a
wrong about-
society, we humans have, or Western society has just pushed religion into like its own little thing now, where it's like religion versus science versus at the time they worked together. Before that, they worked together.
Worked coherently, yeah.
And now it's like almost like if you're like a scientist, you can't be religious almost. Although there are, it's just people just have that presumption. I just found that interesting.
Yeah, that is true, and it's like, yeah, generally now it's just you either believe in science or religion, and the sad thing about it is it's schools.
coexist.
It's schools.
Oh yeah.
It's the school systems that are doing this. The school systems refusing to teach like the Bible as a historical document, like it is, you know.
Yep.
And it's sad, really.
It's true.
It's treated. It's kind of like it's receded into this like moral relativism. Like you can choose what you believe, you know, and rather than teaching what we know, you know. It's
Exactly.
like choose what you want to believe, choose what you think is morally correct,
Right.
and it's
I mean, that just comes to society now, where people are like, well, I don't feel like this is okay, or I feel like I should be able to do this, and it's like, you can't. And they're like, well, I should be able to. Well, you can't.
yeah.
I want to abort my baby that was just born 5 minutes ago. You can't. Well, I want to.
Sorry, our government's laws say that you needed to do it 20 minutes ago.
Correct. Oh, sorry, you had 4 hours before this birth.
It's legally alive now, as of 5 minutes ago.
Correct. Yeah, I think that's definitely a big problem right now. Is like the lack of morals as well. It's like people just feel like
It
they
just comes down to-
should be able to do whatever
Dylan,
they want,
I need you to talk to my mom about the red flag laws.
and why they're bad.
Yes. Mom's like, yeah, but guns. I'm like,
I mean, yes, I will burst your bubble. My main argument that you should tell her is that gun control is racist, dude. It is.
explain.
Gun control is racist because when you make it harder to get guns, guns will go up in price.
Just like the slaves, right?
Anytime you make something hard to get, like drugs or anything else, it makes them go up in price. And therefore, if anybody wants to protect themselves with a gun, they have to pay more. And who are the people that are more in poor in the United States? Statistically, there are more people who are minorities who are poor than there are white people.
That's fair.
So it makes it harder. It hurts minorities more than it does white people. Gun control does, because it makes it harder for minorities to get guns than white people to get guns. Because in theory, more rich white people can afford to get guns when they're harder to get versus minorities, which statistically make less money.
Tell her it contributes to rape culture.
Okay.
That true. It allows for more rapes to happen because
Yeah, women
females
can't protect
defend
themselves anymore. Yeah, it's all a ploy by men. They want to rape all the women.
Get rid of
Mom,
the guns
mom's
out of
like,
the mom's
Should
chest.
probably cut that part out.
It's not entirely wrong though. The arguments like that are what will get the Democrats steaming. It's because they're like, well, shit.
Shit, now they're saying crazy things.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
What do
wanna
I do?
It's like, well, some of these things are in the Constitution, like gun rights and freedom of speech, and other things like late-term abortions and illegal immigration are not in the Constitution and therefore not protected. Or rights in quotes, because like, children's rights and things like that did not exist 20, 30, 40 years ago. Now all of a sudden, like 10-year-old kids have the right to choose what gender they are, and their parents have to give them gender reassignment surgery or hormones, or else the parents can get locked up. It's like, what world do we live in?
Man. Yeah.
Where
This
like
is a
the
bro
10-year-old child has like the right to do something like that.
True. 10-year-old children barely have the right to fuck. Shit, bullshit.
Legally, they don't.
Where's
But
my
yes.
10-year-old pussy at? Okay, cut that out.
Oh god.
He instantly said, "Okay, cut that part out." Instantly, not a moment's hesitation.
Yeah, because I had the joke in my head and I was like, this is gonna be funny but bad.
Spoken like a true libertarian.
Where's my 10-year-old pussy? Okay, cut that out. Oh my god, I did the you laugh there, and I'm ashamed of myself there. The
Look,
you and you laugh.
Yep. Wonder who I got it from? Him. I didn't start
Yeah.
laughing like that till I met Dylan.
Laugh like what? The
I
snicker.
can't even do
Yep.
it. Yeah.
The, like the type, the hyper like go up and then like. Yep. There we go. Yep.
It's
I like
just a
it because
fact.
Yep.
instead of yelling out, I just constrict my larynx, and that makes less air come out, and therefore it's higher pitch.
Like.
But it's nice
That
because it's
shit.
a shorter laugh, but I get it out just as quickly. Or I get
True.
out the same
See, I
amount.
used to have like a very like. But now I'm fucked. I'm fucked for life. You've ruined me.
I mean, just be more conscious.
Hey guys,
about
welcome to
you.
the laughing portion of our podcast.
Be more conscious about how you do things.
No, I am, and then I'm like, well, I can't change it. It's a part of me.
Yeah.
The milk casted. Phil's like, no!
I'll argue all day and night about why milk's bad.
Milk is fucking not. I don't care if it's bad for me or not. It's not. If it was bad for me, it's like, okay. It's not like gonna give me cancer. It's not cigarettes.
I mean, milk actually,
Raises
Yes.
your chance of cancer.
It
What
does.
cancer?
it does.
What cancer?
Bone cancer.
How much milk do you have to drink to get bone cancer, Dylan? Tell me, how much milk must a man drink?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah, I don't think me drinking a milk with dinner every like once or twice a week is gonna kill
My
me.
problem is, why the fuck are you drinking it with dinner? Milk is a breakfast drink at the
No,
most.
milk is a
No, it's
nighttime
It's
drink.
a nighttime drink. It
It's a
has- it
nighttime
has,
drink.
Some
Y'all need
enzyme
to
in it.
be-
that,
Here's
like,
also the problem: I hate
activates
breakfast.
Your receptors.
I
You
eat
don't like
breakfast
milk,
maybe
you don't get
twice
up
a-
till 2 in the afternoon.
No, I wake up at 10 o'clock every
That's
single morning.
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
You know,
unless I have to
breakfast-
wake up earlier.
Breakfast is like 7 to 8 a.m.
No, it's not.
No. Restaurants stop serving
No.
breakfast anywhere from between 11 and like 2. Depends on what
2?
restaurant you go to. Yeah.
Stop.
The Forge doesn't stop serving breakfast till like 3 on a Sunday.
Like Chick-fil-A, 10 o'clock is when they stop
Yeah,
serving it.
Chick-fil-A. They hate the gay people, Dylan.
Exactly, that's why you should support them.
Shut up. We're gonna get demonetized, you bastard.
We're not going to get monetized. You have to have 1,000 subscribers for that.
We have 1,000 subscribers.
We don't even have a channel.
Or a podcast name. Uh-oh.
Literally, no, on Jock. 10 o'clock is when breakfast ends. At
Alright, I'm
99%
Googling this shit. I'm gonna look up fucking what
Okay,
time does
what
breakfast
time is
end.
breakfast? No, just look up what is breakfast time.
Alright, what is breakfast time?
It is between 7
What is
and 8.
breakfast time?
Maybe 9 if you're sleeping in on a Sunday morning.
No.
The Filthy Mattress Podcast.
That's not bad. I actually
I
like
like
that. It just says the best time to have breakfast is within 2 hours of getting up. So say you get up at 1,
So
breakfast is
lunch.
at 3.
So lunch.
Shit, let me see.
Look, here's the thing. Normal people get up at like 7 naturally.
No,
I know.
Exactly.
Y'all aren't normal.
I wake up
people.
at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock's a perfectly reasonable hour to wake up. If
No.
if you're not working in the morning, then it's fine.
Y'all stop
To-
yelling. Y'all
Well, I mean,
yell
to be
so
fair,
damn loud.
it's not that loud.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all are
No,
loud
I-
as hell.
You can
No.
edit it.
No.
You know,
well,
The best-
you're-
The volume.
It's,
You can.
you can.
Well,
But
not the
In
like
here.
how the mic receives it.
it's
No.
not
The
clearly
best time to
known
eat. Yes. Hold
Still,
on.
Y'all just get loud as hell.
Here, look-
It's annoying.
We were just like, guys, please shut
The
up.
problem is though is that getting up at
It's just an
10.
inside voice.
The problem is getting up at 10 is not healthy because you're missing out on
Stop.
It's
3
not.
hours of doing things in the morning.
Here's the thing, though.
Well,
But
that-
most people go to bed at like
9 to 10.
exact 9 to 10. That means if you're waking up at 10, you're getting an extra couple hours out of your day because you get to stay up later.
No, your body's not designed to work at night. Your body's designed to work in the morning.
That's true.
Like you should be
In sync with the sun.
I was gonna say like scientifically you should wake up whenever.
Yeah,
the sun
scientifically,
comes
not
up.
sociologically. Is that an actual word, Dylan?
Yeah, it is. But
Thank you.
like, it's okay to like stay up till midnight and then you go to sleep and then you get up at 7. 7 hours of sleep is all you need.
So I can't seem to find what time lunch or breakfast time is, but wait, hold on.
This is the stupidest argument I've ever heard.
So it says lunchtime in the U.S. is anywhere between 11:30 and 1 p.m. That means any time between 10 and 11:30 is still technically breakfast time. So you can eat my big fat nuts.
So you're telling me anytime from 1 to 9 o'clock at night is dinner time?
No.
Then that logic doesn't fucking make sense.
Okay, then the
There's
fucking
50
logic
slots.
that. Yeah, exactly.
You
There's a
have
snack
7
time.
7 to 9, and then in between 9 to 11 is brunch. And then
No,
11 to 1
stop.
is lunch. And then you have tea time from about 2 to
No,
4.
here's the thing
And
though.
then from 5 to 7 is dinner time. I just laid out your whole day right there.
Yeah, but I wake
I
up
agree
at
with
10
him.
o'clock,
That's
so
the ideal schedule.
like I think it's
I know,
fine to
it's
sleep until
fine.
10.
I'm just telling you, you're not correct. It's sleeping in. It's not getting up at a normal time.
Normal time is like
Like
9.
if you work a normal job, you will. be
wait. I wake
going-
up at 8 or 7, depending on how tired I'm or
Exactly.
much I need to
7
get
or
ready.
8.
The
Getting
thing
up-
is, kids still wake up at like 6 o'clock to get ready for school. It doesn't matter. Like any time could be the proper wake up time.
yeah, when the sun comes up. So 6:45.
No, it doesn't matter what time the sun comes up.
No, that's literally how your brain
Yeah,
actually.
that's how it
works.
should be.
Alright, so that means I need to go to bed at 7:45
No.
for bedtime.
You don't go to
Circadian-
sleep when the sun goes. Yeah, circadian rhythm.
rhythm or something like that.
You don't go to sleep
Circadian
when the sun
rhythm?
goes down. You go to you wake up when the sun comes up. You go to sleep 3 to 4 hours after the sun goes down.
I'm putting a straw poll in the comments, and we'll decide this once and for all. Proper time to wake
I'm not
up.
saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it is sleeping in if you sleep till 10.
Fuck it, I'm gonna sleep in all I want then. Eat my dick.
Okay,
What are y'all gonna do, huh?
Wait, agree to disagree right there. Perfect.
Jeez, that was like, why did I stress so much over y'all's stupid argument
I
just
don't know
now?
why you were stressing.
Yeah, correct.
Oh,
We're not
stress.
stressed about it. We're just getting onto
We were
each
just
other
yelling at each other.
because it's funny.
Mhm.
Like it's easy, especially whenever you can wake up at 10, have better brain function because you slept longer.
You don't actually. You actually have worse brain function if you sleep for more than 8 hours.
I don't sleep for more 8 hours. I get 7 to 5 hours max.
It's because you big head go to sleep at like 2 in the morning.
No, I go to sleep at like around midnight to 1.
And you wake
Because
up
I
at
wake
10.
up at 10.
So that's like
At
7
10
hours.
That's 10 hours.
7 hours and from 1 o'clock? So
7
wake up at
hours?
10. Oh, it's 9 hours. It depends on what time I go to bed. To be fair.
No,
I'm so glad we have that recorded there.
correct.
Look, even if I go to bed at like 4 in the morning, I still wake up at 10 because my body's like, 10 o'clock time.
Yeah, because by 10 the day's like halfway over, dude.
Halfway over? That's not till noon.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2 hours.
Yeah, it's 2 hours of stuff that I
You're
still get to
waking
do.
up- So you wake up at 10. It probably takes you about an hour to get ready out of your bed.
No,
dressed.
it takes me like 2 minutes. I keep sleeping on my couch right now. It's too hot upstairs. Mic drop.
Look,
I sit up, I get dressed, and I check my phone,
You-
see if I need to send any
just
calls.
Get 7 hours of sleep.
No, I'm gonna get 5, and you can quote me on it. I'm only
Five's
gonna
fine,
get 5.
actually. 5's healthy.
Yeah, that's about as much as I get normally.
So you go to
It's
sleep
not
at 4?
healthy.
It depends how tired I am.
Well, actually, most millionaires and richer sleep for about 5 hours.
True,
a
did you
night.
not watch Wolf of Wall Street?
like adult, like past like the age of like
Yeah.
35,
Yeah,
you can
people
get
who-
5 hours of sleep and that's
Yeah.
healthy. But whenever you're to that point, no, you
Correct.
need to get
yeah,
at
pre
least
that,
like
7.
7. Yeah, 7
It's
is
not like
the
I'm
solid.
doing anything. I'm just going to work.
That's true. You don't work.
Well, I don't have a way to. It's too hard to drive 30 minutes to go work out for.
Dude,
How
you
about
an hour and a
can
half?
literally
You have a
work out
treadmill in
with
your
nothing. You
floor.
don't need
Stopped
anything
working.
to work out.
You also can do
True.
calisthenics like I do in my literal bedroom.
Literally, if
Just
you'll
push-ups, sit-ups, crunches.
I don't have a whole lot of room though.
Like you don't have this space where I'm at right now in your room that's empty. This is all the space you need is where I'm at right now.
No, you can't even do a push-up right there.
you could do
No, just to people who are listening. No, you can't reach out your. That's cheating. You didn't count that part of the dresser. You said this space right here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's a space by the window that's like, yeah, see, exactly. You're like basically on your knees.
Whatever.
He has to curl up.
No excuses.
No
Like,
excuses.
true. I do agree that I need to go back to working out. I want to start running outside because I just want to get used
Once
to the
it
heat.
cools off, yes.
No, I just want to get it out in the heat. That
And
way I
whenever
sweat
next
more.
time I go for a run, you want me to hit you up?
Yeah, I thought you were going to do that. Have you gone for a run?
A couple times.
No,
this
well, why
week,
didn't you
yeah.
hit me up? You told me you said you would.
You haven't been here all week.
Oh, true. I have not been here for a whole week.
Yeah, that's true. You went down.
Why did you hit me up?
Well, you weren't here.
You weren't here. But next time you're about to be in town, and I'm gonna
Exactly.
Start
Oh,
running and
and
working out
once
more.
I'm in town, I'm gonna get a gym membership. Oh, is there any other gym besides Planet Fitness?
UC
So I don't want
Tyler.
the.
There's
Oh, there's a
another-
gym. There's a little gym that I get free membership to at Tyler.
TJC.
Yeah.
TJC Gym's alright.
It's
I
not
bet-
bad. It's solid.
Yeah, so like once I actually get to be in Tyler, we don't live in Tyler.
Hey, dude, I'll
Get
work
into the
out
city
with
more
you.
often.
I'll definitely work out with you.
I want to work out. Like, I'm already eating right, so it's just like half the battle.
Yeah, I'll definitely work out with you. I've been looking for a reason to work out more. It's easy when you have somebody else you can either
Yeah,
push or
exactly.
be pushed by. You know.
I agree entirely. It's like hard to do. Plus, I'm almost so stupid, so I don't really know like what to do besides.
Or Google it.
Too much
Google it,
time.
yeah.
Here's a problem. Not enough. Too much time looking up how to work out. Not enough time for anime.
Yeah. Or you could just come here and work out. I got a punching bag downstairs.
Right.
Some weight stuff.
I definitely agree. Oh man, it's almost been an hour. It's crazy.
Stuff.
Last time I looked at the time, it was like 30 minutes. Look, I guess this is a good place to, if y'all want to cut it.
Yeah,
Cut-
I'd say
cut the
here,
log where it's
yeah,
at.
and it'll end up being about 45
45 minutes. Let's we trim out the
Something
shit
like
that we
that.
said we'd trim out. Yeah. Well, this is a very productive episode.
Oh yeah,
one.
we gotta end it, huh?
Yeah, I mean, do y'all want to try to think of something that's like a consistent
Fuck.
ending, or now I'll just say fuck it, improv it every
I
time.
feel like we should say fuck it. Like, yeah, we're done. All right, bye. Like that, something like that.
Sure, yeah. Fuck it. See y'all later.
All right, yeah, bye.